pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. Tomorrow feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin, and I have a 9-month-old now baby girl named Alira, and it's my husband Alex and I, and our 2 dogs, Bella and Dante, just kind of going through the motions of life right now. So I hope you'll stick around or whatnot if you choose to. We have exciting things happening in our life coming up. I have quite a bit to update you guys on since the last vlog. In the last vlog, I talked about how we were starting the process of home buying and that we were going to get serious in June. Well, a house came up that was like really cheap, like way underpriced. We were like, why is this so underpriced? So last week we went and looked at it. Last Friday. Today is Friday, so last Friday we went and looked at it. So we looked at it. We didn't, you know, when you're a first time home buyer, everything is like so confusing. The lingo is like very confusing. We didn't realize closing costs was money up front. Gentle. So they wanted $2,000 in closing costs. On the website that we're looking at, it's listed as earnest money. And we didn't realize what that was. So we definitely didn't have money in closing costs, but we went ahead and made an offer on the house. We didn't get the house, obviously. I don't know. I'm kind of sad because it was like basically move-in ready home for a really good price. We offered way more than what they were asking, but since we didn't have all the money for closing costs, probably why we didn't get the house. Someone probably offered more and then offered all the closing cost money they were asking for, and so but since we didn't do that, it's probably why we didn't get the house. But that's okay. In a way, it's a blessing in disguise because it was the very first house Alex and I ever walked through in person with a realtor, and it would have been I don't know, I would have felt like we didn't really get a chance to really look or anything like that. So in a way, it was a blessing in disguise that we didn't get it, and it was kind of like our first practice home, but it was a really pretty house. It was in such good shape. The only thing that I had an issue with was the space, like the amount of space that was finished. We would have had to finish that basement for us to feel a bit more comfortable in it. I think personally, Alex doesn't think so, but I think so. I could have seen us getting kind of crammed in there relatively quickly. So anyway, so today is Friday again. Must be when everyone likes to list their homes because there's a bunch of new home listings. And there's 2 of them that Alex and I like. One of them is the same exact model that we put an offer on in. It's not as updated as that one, but it's still really clean. It's still, I could still move into it and be okay with it for a while. I'm not sure if the basement's finished. I'm assuming it's not because they did not have pictures of it. But, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But it's worth a look. And there's another one that's bigger. They want $4,000 in earnest money, which is not going to happen. We are looking in the $330 price range, and a lot of them want $3,000 in earnest money. So why they're asking for $4,000, I'm not really sure. That's way too much. We will not have $4,000 for them in earnest, but Alex wants to give it a shot if we like it. And I know we're probably not going to get it, but it's fine. It's fine. So I don't know. We might be going and looking at houses today. I'm not really sure. I probably won't film it because some of them have people's things in there, and I don't know. It's just weird. So when we walked through the very first house we went and walked in, all their stuff was still there. It was the most uncomfortable feeling in the world. Like, if you guys have ever gone house looking and you're looking in someone's home and their things are in there, I don't know if that's normal. Is that normal? Tell me if that's normal, because I was so uncomfortable the moment I walked in the door. I was like wanting to leave. I was like, I feel like we shouldn't be here. We're in someone's home. Like, even though they knew we were coming to look at it, I don't know. It's just so weird and so uncomfortable. And like, it's just really uncomfortable. So I don't know if that's going to get better as time goes on and we walk through more homes and I'll just get used to it, or if I'm always just going to be uncomfortable. I asked Alex like a couple days later, I was like, were you uncomfortable like walking through their home? And he was like, yes, I was. So I don't know if that's just normal or if we're going to get used to it here. I have no idea. So if we walk through a couple more homes, if we walk through at least one home today, the one that's the same model as what we put an offer in on, all their things are there. So the other one, there's like a few things there, but it looks like they're remodeling it. So not very much stuff is there. So I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just going to be uncomfortable either way. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in the update land. Oh, nope, it's not. So Lyra here, oh yeah, you can see it. She's pulling herself up more. So gravity is coming for her. So she was over here. She was over here in this window area standing, and she was just enjoying herself. The wind was blowing and she was laughing and just enjoying her life. And next thing I knew, she went sideways, and as soon as I picked her up, it was already swelling. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I worked in childcare for 7 years. I've seen a lot. And then I was a nanny, so I've seen a lot. But I've never seen a bruise swell that quickly. Like, it was instantaneously. It took me literally less than 5 seconds for me to get to her because I was just over here on the couch. I saw her going sideways and I was like, whoop, and I started going and she was already down. I heard her hit and I was like, oh my gosh. As soon as I picked her up and turned her over, I was like, oh my gosh. So I called Alex because I was like, what do I do? I put ice on it right away. She was turning blue in the mouth because she was crying so hard, which is fine. I just blew on her and it was fine. It worked. But she's one of those kids that turns blue in the mouth. So it doesn't freak me out. I've seen it happen before. The very first time I saw it happen to someone's kid, I freaked out, but it's fine now. It doesn't really bother me. So I called Alex and he was like, call the pediatrician. So I called them and I was like, I feel silly, but it's like almost a goose egg on her head right now. And so they were like, yeah, we want to see her. And I was like, okay. And then when I brought her in, it looked way better. But when I took off her car seat cover, because, you know, COVID is like making everything more difficult. So I had her car seat all covered up and everything and face mask on. So when I took that off, they were like, oh, I think we know why you're here today. And I was like, oh, actually it looks better when I called you guys. Like from the time I called you guys to now, it actually looks better. But she checked out just fine. Everything was fine. They said it may look worse before it gets better. I actually was expecting it to look way worse. In certain lights, in certain directions, you could definitely see it. And then sometimes you can't even tell. So I'm sure it will turn the nice green yellow color. But the swelling was like down significantly because I put ice on it right away. So that was Lyra's big first ouchie that we had to go to the doctors for. That was the day that she turned 9 months. So I was like, happy 9 months to you. So yeah, I try to be really lighthearted about stuff like that just because I've been around so many child accidents and boo-boos and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I had a kid who went face first on the floor on carpet and ripped his tie up here. Totally ripped it. And blood was just pouring out of his mouth. It was all over me, all over him. So I feel like I can pretty much handle anything. I haven't had anyone need stitches on me yet, so I don't know. Hopefully you won't be the first, but I guess you never know. So anyway, that's my update, 10-minute update, jeez. So yeah, so I don't know, today is kind of up in the air. I probably should get ready just in case we do end up going and looking. So yeah. All right, I'm ready for the day. So we are gonna go look at a house. I'm nervous though because they want $4,000 in earnest, and that's just not. I don't know why. It just makes me nervous. I don't know why. It just like I have like a nerve feeling. I don't know if it's just because we've never done this before, and this is all still so new to us, or what my deal is. But I am pretty nervous. And like, I think I'm nervous too is like, what if I don't like it? So like, that's another thing that I'm nervous about. It's like, man, what if I don't like it? I don't know. This is all new to me. So I'm getting all of the bottles ready and everything ready. I have to grab face masks. I think that's why this is also stressful for me because I'm like running like a nut, getting everything ready. How are you feeling? Oh my God, turn off the music.
I feel like... I already did.
Oh.
I feel like they probably use some Instagram filters on that shit. On that stuff.
Some Snapchat?
Yeah, some Snapchat filters maybe. I don't know what they use, what kind of filters they use. Smoothing filters maybe, because the ceiling definitely did not look like it had popcorn ceiling in any of those pictures. So that was interesting. There was also some open areas in the house where there was like openings in the wall for no reason, which was really weird, and it kind of smelled damp downstairs, so we went a hard pass on that one. So
yeah, I think maybe that's why. Yeah, Lyra, I think that's why I was feeling so anxious, is because I was like, I don't know.
Right. And you know, like Chad said, you never know until you get in there and look at it. So
yeah.
Nice neighborhood though. This is a good neighborhood.
Do you like this neighborhood?
I do, because the park's right there, and then we're really close to everything on the mesa. So this neighborhood is not bad depending on what street you're on, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Because some of these areas, people take really good care of their houses.
Yeah, there's definitely some
hits or misses down here, but
yeah,
for the most part, especially on this side of the street, for whatever reason, the houses on this side of the street, on the east side of Fountain Mesa, look better than the ones on the west side of Fountain Mesa for whatever reason.
Really? You think
yeah,
so?
I do.
I think it's like a mixed bag on any. So the house was built in what?
77.
77. So it was older. And it did look like they tried, but it almost looked like they
Somebody did
half-assed it.
Right, somebody did it themselves.
Like when I opened up underneath the sink, I was like,
right, and it hadn't been.
there was like no shelving.
Yeah, it hadn't been painted. There was no shelving in there. It just looked funky.
And the shelving in there was, what would you call it? When we opened the closet and we looked in there, and the shelving looked like plywood.
Yeah.
They just put plywood in there, but
Yeah.
which I mean,
But
is that?
It's fine, but they should have painted it at least, like primered it at least. But it wasn't even painted or anything. It was like nothing was finished in that house.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it felt. Like nothing, not a single thing was finished in that house.
Well, and we're doing a VA loan, so I just don't know how
Yeah.
a VA loan would, or how a VA inspection would.
Go with that house. I don't think
Yeah.
it would go very well either.
So I wonder if they're going to take out VAs, because I don't think they would.
I don't know if it would pass inspection.
I feel like it
But
would.
it's Remax, so I don't know if they would do some stuff to get it up to code or what the deal is, but
And I wish I could have shown you guys this, but the smoke detector was on the wall on the side at like you could touch it instead of up on the ceiling. It was like on a wall,
like low.
like low, like by the stairs.
That whole house had all kinds of questions.
Lots of questions and no answers.
Right.
Baby, that house was like, you swipe, which way do you swipe to get the person?
I don't know.
Is it swipe right or swipe left? Oh no, we've never used it.
I don't know.
That's-
Kaylin might have used it at some point.
No, I
Just to
haven't.
see how many people would swipe on her.
No, actually, there's a mom version of it that I've thought about using. Okay, so whichever way you swipe to get the person, so we swiped to get the person, we met the person and had a date with them, and we pretty much ran on the
We got
date.
catfish, basically.
Yeah, we were.
So,
That's a house catfish.
yep, for sure.
Oh, now what, babe?
I don't know.
Alright guys, well, I'm going to go ahead and just end the vlog here because there isn't going to be too much going on. It's getting kind of chilly, windy out. I know it's super windy up here. And I'm getting tired too. I want to take a nap too. Alex was taking a nap, but I think he woke up, so I don't know. I think he and I might actually take a nap because I'm really tired. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed and found it entertaining with our thoughts on the house afterwards. I am like a little disappointed, but it's okay. It'll be okay. I just hate being in limbo of not knowing what's coming next. So anyway, as always, live life in full bloom, and I will see you guys later. Bye.